Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm so excited about because I love watching these videos. This is going to be my best product picks of 2015. I'm going to be breaking it down into a couple of different categories such as skin, face, lips, eyes. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started because there's a lot of great products to talk about. There was a moisturizer that I purchased for the first time ever this year. I don't think it's necessarily new this year, but it was new to me. And this is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. This is for combination to oily skin. I love this moisturizer because it's really lightweight. It sinks into my skin really quickly and it leaves my skin with a nice satin to matte finish, so there's no dewiness at all, which I'm already oily, so I don't want any extra dewiness on my skin before I even put my makeup on. So this moisturizer has just been so perfect for me. I have this giant tub and then I also have the little travel size, and I have just been using it pretty much every single day. Next two skincare items that I'm going to mention, it's really just a favorite skincare brand, and if you've been keeping up with my channel this year, you'll know what I'm going to talk about. It's Sunday Riley, and in particular, these are two of her products that I have just been so in love with. First of all, this is the Good Genes All-in-One Lactic Acid Treatment, and this I like to wear either in the morning under my makeup or in the evening below my Luna oil, which is this. This is Sunday Riley's Sleeping Night Oil. It has retinols in it, it has blue tansy. These together have just transformed my skin. I think my skin was having a really good year this year, and I have Sunday Riley products to thank for it. So if you haven't checked out any of Sunday Riley products before, they do sell them at Sephora. They are a little bit pricey, but I would say they're worth every single penny if you want a little skincare treat. I had my Clarisonic for a while and I absolutely love it. I have the Clarisonic Plus, which I'm not sure if they still sell, but my discovery this year, which I actually just love, is the Clarisonic Luxe Cashmere Cleanse Brush Head. So I don't have my Clarisonic in this room with me right now. It's in my bathroom and it's wet, but I wanted to bring the brush head in here just to show you guys. This is much bigger. The bristles are much longer than your average Clarisonic brush head, and they're also much softer. They're so soft. It's such a soft and gentle way to cleanse your face, and I just have absolutely loved this. In the past, I've used the deep pore cleansing brush heads, and they can just be a little bit harsh. So these are just fantastic. And then moving into the last item of skincare, I have the Boscia or Boscia. I still do not know how to pronounce this brand's name. I'm sorry, I need to do some research on that. And this is the Makeup Breakup Cool Cleansing Oil. This was really popular on YouTube and for a reason. It is very liquid. It's like a green liquid oil. Rub this all over your face when you have makeup on, and it takes everything off, and it has a nice cool feeling. So I like to use this first before I go in with any sort of face wash. This is kind of my initial getting all of the makeup off step, and it works fantastically. I have repurchased it. I have really enjoyed using it most days this year, so I had to give it a shout out. The next thing I want to talk about is actually going to be a primer, and this is a really unique primer. It's the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This is something that was new to me in 2015, as well as just kind of the concept of a primer water in general. I had never used one of these before, but one of the things I love about it is just the ease of use. It's so convenient to just be able to spray this all over your face before you start doing your makeup, and it's nothing heavy, so it's not like adding an extra layer of cream or anything to your face. It's just a very lightweight primer that I feel like does help make my makeup last all day. So I love this stuff, and I probably would repurchase it. I'm almost halfway through, and I use this pretty much every day, so it does last a while. Next, I'm going to talk about foundation. I have 3 foundations to talk about. 2 of them actually are drugstore, because I feel like the drugstore really knocked it out of the park with these 2 foundations this year. The first one I'm going to talk about is the first one that I discovered this year, and that is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 24-Hour Foundation. This stuff is amazing. I actually have 2 shades. I think I have 103 and 105. And when I first got this, was wearing it pretty much every single day. The lasting power of this foundation is amazing. It has great coverage. The finish is like a beautiful satin matte. It is an amazing, amazing foundation, and I just could not believe that I found it at the drugstore. So highly recommend this foundation. If you haven't already tried it, definitely check it out. And the other drugstore foundation is one that I've discovered a little bit more recently at the drugstore, and it has been talked about a lot on YouTube as well. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I also have 2 shades of this. I'm wearing this one today in the shade 128, and I also have the shade 220, which is just a little bit darker. This is, both of these foundations are fantastic for oily skin. The lasting power is amazing. The L'Oreal one is a little bit more moussey, whereas the Maybelline one is a little bit more liquid, but I love them both, and they're just fantastic drugstore foundations. The other foundation I want to mention is one that is high-end, but I actually did end up repurchasing this. I had finished the entire tube of foundation, I guess you could say, and that rarely happens because I own so many of them. But this is the Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua, and I have it in the shade 30 Beige. And yeah, my other one ran out completely, so I had to go out and buy a new one as soon as that one ran out. I absolutely love this. It has a super natural skin looking finish. It does have SPF 15. It's very lightweight. This has less coverage. It's more sheer than the other 2 I just showed, but it's just beautiful, natural looking, and I just love this foundation. I also made a really exciting concealer discovery this year, and I think pretty much everyone on YouTube discovered this concealer this year. It is amazing, and it is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I absolutely love this stuff. It is the most amazing lightweight but full coverage concealer. I have 2 shades. I have medium light neutral, which is the one I'm holding, and then I have light warm, which is definitely much lighter than my skin tone, but I could use it for highlighting. But this is the one that I turn to the most, and it just blends in so nicely with a beauty blender. It's a fantastic concealer, and I think, like I said, a lot of people discovered this in 2015. Definitely worth mentioning because I used this I actually repurchased this. I finished a whole tube of this in 2015 and went out and got a new one. It's just amazing. Can't stop raving about this concealer. Next up, I want to mention a contour palette that I believe did come out in 2015. This was also very popular here on YouTube, and the quality of these powders is just amazing. It is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. She also came out with an eye contour palette, which is some great eyeshadows that are all matte. This is the Face Contour Palette. These are also all matte shades. You can see this lightest shade was my most loved, and I also love the banana shade. These powders are just some of the best powders I've ever used. The quality of them is amazing. They're creamy, they're blendable, they're not cakey. I love this palette. From all of the contour palette type of products that I own, this is my favorite of 2015. I also got some new bronzers in 2015 that were just amazing. These were new releases this year, and these are the Hourglass bronzers. I have both shades. I think they only have 2 shades. The Luminous Bronze Light is gorgeous. This is the one for more fair skin, and they have the Ambient lighting powders kind of mixed in with a bronze shade. So the way that these wear on the skin is just so soft, like a beautiful natural glow, and they give you the perfect amount of sun-kissed color. They just blend so beautifully. They're not choppy. They're so natural looking, and they give you just the most beautiful finish. So this is the lighter one, Luminous Bronze Light. I love this one for winter and spring, and it's just amazing. And then the other one, the darker shade, is Radiant Bronze Light. I do use the lighter one, the luminous one, more often, but this Radiant Bronze Light is perfect for the summer months when I'm a little bit more tan. It is just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I did a review and a whole video on these 2 bronzers, which I will link down below if you want to check it out. And I was raving about them when I first got them, and I have used them all the time. I wear Luminous Bronze Light to work all the time. It's so natural and beautiful, so I absolutely loved these bronzers, and whew, if you have never tried any Hourglass powders, you need to. They're just fantastic. Next up, we're gonna talk about some highlighters because I feel like highlighters had a huge year in 2015. It was the year of the highlight on fleek. And speaking of that movement, I have to talk about, I think the best highlighter release of this year for me was Champagne Pop, Becca, Jaclyn Hill collaboration. I believe this is still available, but I'm just now noticing that all of the highlighters I picked were limited edition. I'm gonna see which ones are still available to purchase online. I think Champagne Pop is. This is just a beautiful peachy gold highlight. The Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector formula is amazing. This is the pressed powder version. She also has cream and liquid versions, but oh my gosh, this highlight will just make you beam and glow. It is amazing. Okay, the next highlight I want to talk about, again, it was a limited edition and I actually got this one last year, but they re-promoted it this year. This is the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow highlight. It's just so beautiful. First of all, I am noticing the color is somewhat similar to Champagne Glow in the pan, but on the face, they are very different. This one is much more gold, and I feel like this one is actually maybe even a little bit more intense. This will give you a very wet look. It's just such a beautiful highlight, and the packaging this came in is beautiful as well. I don't think it came out in the same packaging this year, so a little bit irrelevant, but if you have this one, can we just take a moment for how gorgeous this is? And the last highlight, I know I have a lot of highlights in this video, but I just fell in love with highlight in 2015. This is the MAC Oh Darling from the holiday collection. This is an extra dimension skin finish. This is just a straight up gold. I'm pretty sure this is sold out now, but I know a lot of you guys probably have it. So if you were lucky enough to get one of these, it is beautiful. It's just so gold, so perfect for the holidays. I used it a lot over the Christmas season and I absolutely love it. For eyes, I wanted to just quickly mention an eyeliner and a mascara that I was loving this year and that I also discovered this year. For eyeliner, this one is so tiny, I need to get a new one, but I absolutely love this. I wore this so much this year, as you can tell. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Kill Rockin' Coal liner in the shade Barbarella Brown. It is so, it's creamy but not too creamy, so it stays really, really well throughout the day. It doesn't transfer. It's just beautiful. It's highly pigmented. Oh my goodness, this is just a perfect dark brown eyeliner for everyday wear. And then for mascara, I loved the Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes mascara. That stuff was amazing. I went through a tube of it, so I don't actually have it to show, but that was probably one of the two best mascara discoveries of 2015. And the other one is one that I do actually have to share with you. And this is the Lancome Grandiose Mascara, which has this really odd, shaped wand, but it's fantastic. I'm wearing this today. The volume, the length, the blackness, it is just a wonderful mascara and it stays all day. Lastly, you guys, we are gonna talk about lip products, and 2015 was the year of the liquid lipsticks. Before I get into sharing my favorite liquid lipsticks with you guys, I wanna mention something that's really important if you are gonna get into liquid lipsticks. You need to have a good lip balm because liquid lipsticks can be very drying. I actually like to wear a balm before I apply the liquid lipstick, and this is my favorite lip balm of 2015. I discovered it this year. It's the first year that I purchased it. I think it's been out for ages though. It's the Nuxe Rêve de Miel lip balm. It's a very thick, waxy consistency, but it just hydrates your lips so nicely. And I find that with just a thin layer of this, you can still wear the liquid lipstick on top. And I like to wear kind of more of it, like a thicker layer at night to just kind of wake up with very nice hydrated lips. But for liquid lipstick, the first ones that I want to mention are the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipsticks. These are amazing. The one I'm wearing today is the cult favorite Lolita. I love this shade. It's such a perfect mauvey, brownie, dusty rose. Oh my gosh, I, like everyone else, loves that color. As you can see, I love the more neutral shades. I also love all of the other ones I have. Bow and Arrow is a gorgeous nude, and Double Dare is beautiful as well. This one's a little bit more kind of like a rosy coral kind of color. Mother is a beautiful bright pink. So these are just amazing. So I have 3 total brands to show you. The second one is Dose of Colors. These are just amazing in terms of, like I said, color and formula. The colors that I have are Bear With Me, Brick, Stone, and Truffle, and I absolutely love all of these. I will say Bear With Me is maybe a touch lighter than what I prefer, but Stone and Truffle are beautiful. Stone's a little bit cooler and Truffle is a little bit warmer, and then Brick is just a beautiful deep red brick color. Love those. Those are so long wearing and very comfortable on the lips. Another liquid lipstick discovery this year for me was Ofra, and I actually only own the 2 shades that Kathleen Lights collabed on. These colors are gorgeous. Miami Fever is the lighter, kind of more burnt orange one. Havana Nights is the deeper red, which this one is a little bit more winey, like a wine shade than Brick, which I feel like is more brown. This has a little bit more berry in it. These two are just beautiful colors. The formula is amazing, very comfortable on the lips. Next, I want to talk about a couple of regular lipsticks, and again, for formula and shade range, the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks are just gorgeous, and also for the packaging. This kind of very girly glam rose gold packaging is to die for. Some of my favorite shades are Stoned Rose, and this is just her regular Kissing lipstick formula. And Stoned Rose I wore so much this year. And another one that's more new to my collection is Bond Girl, and this is one of her Matte Revolution formulas, which is so just creamy, comfortable, easy to wear, beautiful, beautiful natural looking color. I just love the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. And I also love the Charlotte Tilbury lip liners, particularly the one in Pillow Talk is so natural looking. It's just an amazing, easy to wear pink. It's very nice to overline your lips with or just fill them in. It's a beautiful, beautiful natural color, and I just love the formula of these lip liners. They are my absolute favorite. Alright you guys, so that is going to be it for my 2015 favorites. If you stuck through this whole video, please give me a thumbs up. I'm so excited for 2016. Happy New Year to all of you. Leave me video requests in the comments down below if there's any videos you would like to see me do. I'd be happy to do them for you. I'll leave all of my social media information in the description box down below, along with links to purchase all of the products that I mentioned in my 2015 favorites in case any of you are interested. Let me know what some of your 2015 favorites were also in the comments. I would love to hear some good recommendations for the new year. And that's gonna be it for this video, you guys. Really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye!